We've gained over subscribers, had over and hours of watch time, and made over dollars in revenue just from YouTube. Hey channel makers, my name's Ricky, and today I want to tell you exactly how much YouTube paid me and show you what that timeline looks like when I first got a brand new channel monetized earlier this year. I started out this brand new channel last August. In fact, I published my first video here on August 21st. Now here's what happened. I told you I published that first video on August 21st. Over the course of those 30 days, you can see I had a few videos that kind of spiked. Now, some of these spikes may have been related to a couple of shorts that I published, like this one, that drove a lot of that spike. But I did have a few videos that were showing more promise, and so my view count was growing. But this is the problem. After 30 videos in 30 days, I burned out, and I burned out hard. Now, I'm guessing some of you could relate to getting burned out on your channel. If that's something that you can relate to, let us know about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience and what kinds of things have been leading to burnout for you. Now, back to the story. From there on through the end of the year, my publishing was inconsistent. I published a couple times, I think, in the next week, and then I missed like 3 weeks. In fact, let's look at that right here. I published on the 22nd, then the 26th, that's pretty good, and the 29th. So I did a couple in that next week. But then in the last 3 months of the year, I only published 7 videos. But if we look at the entire time frame from the time I started the channel through the end of the year, I had gained my 4,000 hours of watch time required for monetization and 819 of my subscribers. I only need 1,000 and then I can get monetized. So by the end of the month, I was committed. In fact, I was committed enough that I got my brother on board. Now, my brother Jake, you may have seen him around this channel. He's been in a few videos before. He hasn't been working on YouTube for a long time. He has a lot of skills and knows a ton about a lot of things, but YouTube was pretty new to him. And this channel has been a perfect opportunity for him to learn. And it makes it a perfect case study because his experience will be very similar to the experience that you're probably having on YouTube. So he's been planning the videos. I've filmed several of them, but a lot of them now he's doing all by himself. He's been editing the videos. So again, we're keeping with this more beginner level quality and showing you what's totally possible. So here we go. When I look at the revenue, you can see that I got monetized on January 30th, the very end of January. I hit that 1,000 subscribers, applied for monetization, and got it within a few days. And on my first day, I made $1.82. A lot of people are really surprised how much they can earn even on that first day. It's because YouTube does have that standard. You need to have that watch time, those 4,000 hours of watch time. You need to have that 1,000 subscribers. And when you have that, and you have video content going out on a fairly regular basis, odds are you're probably already gonna be making at least $1.50 on your very first day of having ads on your videos. I made $1.79 the next day and then moved right into February with consistent views on my channel, mostly from older content. So then we move on to February. Now, if you look again at kind of my daily earnings, it balances around here just over $2 a day. But on days when we publish new videos, those earnings tend to go up because we get some initial views on every new video over the first day or two of publishing them. So you see a little bit of a spike here where we earned a maximum of $5 in a day in the month of February. Now, I'm gonna share another little secret with you. This wasn't the first money I made from YouTube on this channel. Now, it's the first money YouTube paid me, but I actually earned money in my very first month publishing videos on this channel because I was using other monetization methods, including affiliate marketing. So by the time I got this channel monetized, I was making at least this $70-ish a month. I was making that much more on Amazon every month, passively because of these past videos I'd made. So we got a little more consistent with our publishing. You can see in the month of February, we published at least 4 times. We're up to kind of a weekly publishing schedule. And we're super excited because now it's just gonna grow from here, right? Well, there's something I wanna point out here. If I look here at my analytics, my top content for the month of February, typically on more established channels, I have multiple channels that are much more established. Typically, my brand new videos make up the top 10 list because most of those videos are gonna get a pretty good little surge of traffic right when we publish them because we have a regular audience of people who are gonna get notifications when we publish a video. When your channel is small, that's not actually what's usually gonna happen. Now, you will get most of the views on a lot of your videos right at the beginning, and then it'll kind of flatline, and then some of your videos will eventually take off. That's more normal if you're at this stage. When I look at my top 10 list of videos, Only 2 of these are from the month of February, the month we're looking at. And they're the bottom 2, number 9 and 10. The top 8 videos on my channel are from, most of them, August and September, the 30-day challenge. And in fact, this one video that's number 1 here dramatically outperforms the other videos on my channel, even now in the month of February, several months after I published the video. So moving on into March. Published 5 videos. We're on to this weekly schedule. We've got this dialed in. We're going to publish every week. You can see, my top day here a little lower than in February, just under $5, $4.64. A low day being $1.96. And you can see over the course of the month, I earned almost $85. So yeah, growth, awesome. Now we're in April and I can see a couple more spikes. Let's see, the top spike here got $6.40, but my bottom line is $1.41. So I've dropped a little bit here. May is kind of the same story. I get a peak here, but my peak isn't even at $5 anymore. And my total revenue is just under $67. So these old videos are still bringing me a lot of value. In fact, that's where a lot of my views, my new subscribers, and therefore my earnings are coming from. In June, I dropped even more. I got a little peak here at only $4.38. Just considering where we were earlier, you would think the channel would be growing. This isn't uncommon. A lot of times what's going to happen when you're doing YouTube is you're going to make content, you're going to make content, you're going to make content, and nothing is going to seem like it really takes off. YouTube doesn't find a video that it's like, this is the one. I'm going to spread this video. That's okay. Now you can see in July, there's not just a spike here. There is a little bit of a spike here on this published date, but you can see that the growth in my income, I had a bit of a swell here, but look at my total earnings, $87.07. Then we published this video that we thought would do really well, and it kind of didn't. Now this entire period, basically from like February through July, is practically a big plateau. I mean, with a little bit of up and down. And you might wonder, is it really worth it to put this much work into it for this long, for maybe $70 a month? And that's why when August came, that's why I got so excited. In August, the entire baseline of views just started to go up. As we look back at these videos, yeah, it's not like, this one from July is still in the top 10, which is cool because never before until this month did we have a top 10 video from the previous month. They were all from either before monetization or from the current month. This one's still in the top 10, so it's holding out a little bit longer, but also because we're getting a little bit more activity on some of these videos, probably mostly that one, look what it did to some of my older videos. This pond water video was getting down to about 4,000 to 5,000 views a month. This one's back up to almost 15,000 at this point. So as your channel starts to grow, the top performing, even the old content on your channel can get a new resurgence of life. And that drove $112 of revenue this month, which is substantially higher than the $70 average I was at before. And the cool thing is that kind of growth doesn't just end. If you continue to make good content, capitalize on it, learn from what has worked in your past videos, you can build on that growth. Check out September. Now, at the point of recording this video, I've only got 21 days worth of data, but I'm already at $131.83. That's almost double what I was at just 3 months before. Now we're at the point, 13 months, almost to the day after starting this channel, we've gained over 2,200 subscribers, had over 16,000 hours of watch time, and made over $700 in revenue just from YouTube, and actually quite a bit more than that from off of YouTube. We've also had people sponsor videos on the channel, send free product. Basically, we're off to a fantastic start, and this has just been a side hustle. From this experience, I have a few major takeaways for you. The first one is, you can do this. If you've been doing this for a long time, just keep at it, but continue to try to learn. If you're watching this video, hopefully it's because you're trying to learn from the experience of others as well. Also learn from your own experience. Learn what's working with the audience that YouTube is giving you at this point, even if that audience is really small. If you're not monetized yet, don't worry about it. If you've published fewer than 100 videos, then not being monetized yet is actually fairly normal. Now, if your channel has been monetized and you don't mind, I'd love to hear from you. How many videos did it take to publish on your channel? How many videos had you published when you got monetized? I think that could be really encouraging for a lot of the other viewers on this channel to hear. And for those of you who aren't yet monetized and feel like you should be by now, I'd love to hear from you. How many videos have you published on your YouTube channel at this point and are still not monetized? I would say that there is a fairly decent chance that we will pick one of you who comment to do a review of your channel and see if we can help you figure out what might be holding you back. On this channel, I totaled it up. It took 49 videos. Now, 30 of those were published in the first 30 days, but it took 49 videos. And I pulled some other people who have young channels who it was pretty common for them to take 60 or 70 videos to get a channel monetized. The second big takeaway is a video that does well can support your channel for a really long time and help to elevate the rest of it, but it doesn't always take off right away. It can sometimes take a few weeks, even a few months for a good video that you published before to get noticed and put in front of the right people. And once it is in front of the right people, YouTube will know what to do with it and will start to spread it for you. My third big takeaway here is that consistency matters, maybe more than pretty much anything else. We saw a huge decline in overall views on the channel once we stopped publishing daily, but not immediately. It took like a full week, almost two, before the views on the channel really started to drop. If you publish consistently, you will get momentum on YouTube. And momentum is a big part of helping a channel succeed. As you saw some of those swells that happened, you get one video start to do well and it can gather momentum for your channel. And if you can build on that momentum and the next video does well too, it's just gonna compound on itself, but it takes consistency to gain momentum, and it takes consistently publishing to build up a library of videos that can help to take your channel forward, even if at some point you do have to take a break. Now, this is a case study, but it's actually, again, something that I personally am excited about and continues to be still a side hustle because helping you is my primary business here. It's still a side hustle, but we're not done. In fact, I'm really excited for what we're gonna be doing in the coming months because we are gonna focus on implementing some very specific strategies that we're teaching to you. And I'm excited to show you what it does to this channel with about 2,200 subscribers. What happens to that channel when we start treating it like a grown-up channel? So stay tuned for that. We'll show you exactly what happens to this channel, but also we have some really killer strategies that we're gonna be showing in some of our upcoming videos, and a lot of really good strategies that we've shown you in the other videos on this channel. So if you haven't checked them out yet, go watch them now. In fact, I recommend starting with that one. We'll see you over there right now.